we have seen magicians, martial artists, and great masters who return from future or get reincarnated into the future. Like always, they are betrayed by their own best friends or killed by the people they protected or die completing their last mission. The return of 8th class mage, Dark Mage Returns, and many other return category manhwas have the same storyline and character profiles. If you've seen any one of the following manhwas, then you might think you are watching a remake of the same manhwa, but with different characters. However, that doesn't mean they are exactly the same. It's not the same. They may share same reincarnation theme, but it's like a genre. The experience and the creativity which goes with all these stories are totally different. The Legendary Spearman Returns is more of an adventure story than a revenge story. You might want to check this one out since it is one of the best adventures out there. The Legendary Spearman Returns is a story of Joshua Sanders, the greatest spear user in the history of Avalon Empire. He is the war hero, unrivaled and undefeated, who led Avalon Empire to its victory on the battlefield. But, due to obvious reasons, he gets betrayed and killed by his own king. The king is none other than his best friend, Avalon Empire's Emperor, Caesar von Britain. At his final moments, Joshua sees the real faces of the people who he protected all his life. They have always hated him for being the strongest and also for being the son of a concubine. His only trustworthy friend was his spear, Lucia. He reaches his spear with his last breath and uses all his power, but he couldn't escape the magic explosion. But, mysteriously, when Joshua opens his eyes, he is in the horse stable. He sees himself in water reflection and realizes he has returned to his past. He is currently 9 years old, and despite being the son of the Duke, he is also the son of the concubine. He is not recognized as heir for the Duke throne, nor given any special treatment. To avoid getting bullied, he acts as a mute and never speaks back to people. Also, he has never met his father, the Duke Agnes, since his birth. Joshua remembers everything that he has gone through and what the future holds for him. He wants to change it in this life and make his enemies pay for their betrayals. Joshua uses his knowledge and unlocks his mana at the age of 9 and becomes the youngest to use mana in entire history of humanity. He defeats his bullies and gains recognition from Duke. He makes himself known as the second son of Duke Agnes, Joshua von Agnes. His stepbrother Bauble is considered as the genius prodigy who can use mana at the age of 15. He became famous in other kingdoms for graduating from the Magic Academy. Bauble tries to bully Joshua, who is mute for years, but he gets defeated easily from Joshua. Joshua is considered as an illegitimate child and even called bastard by many. Everyone wants Bauble to get the throne. Hence, the Duke's real wife, Vanessa von Agnes, wants Joshua and his mother Lucia to be gone from this world. She uses every power in her control to kill them in any way possible. However, Duke Agnes knows everything that goes inside the palace. He takes Joshua to capital city of Akkadi for his enrollment into the Magic Academy. But, at the same time, the news of another genius from Agnes' family is spreading in other nations. Some people are very interested in Joshua von Agnes. Joshua knows everything that will happen to the world in the coming future. As the world is covered in a blanket of peace, the flames of civil war are burning under it. Joshua meets Caesar von Britain, the future king of the empire, at an early age. But this time, he knows his real personality and makes it his goal to destroy his entire life. In this life, Joshua meets his best friend again, the demonic god's artifact, Lucia. But Joshua has to gain his original powers as soon as possible. Otherwise, he will die due to Lucia's overpowering mana inside of him. Joshua wants to take his revenge at the most horrifying level and destroy each one's life who trampled his trust. He wants to keep his mother safe, which he couldn't in his previous life. He meets future great masters and great figures at an early age, and makes them his loyal subordinates. He makes his own army of loyal subordinates inside the empire for the bigger battles that are yet to come. The legendary artifacts which are not yet discovered by the world, the Genesis Stones, are known by Joshua. He uses this knowledge to own these godly artifacts for himself. By this act, the magic tower becomes enemy of Joshua. Joshua knows the cause of the upcoming and rising civil war in the underworld. He makes a deal with the underworld, a secret organization, to put an end to this war. He promises to return their lost red coin, which is a secret only known by the highest officials of the world. Joshua isn't just satisfied by taking what he wants, as he wants to destroy what his enemies have. The demons and the monsters are also struggling to take back their control over the human lands. The magicians and knights are trained for one and only reason: war. The Legendary Spearman Returns is an adventure story of revenge and war. Will Joshua take his revenge? Was he really betrayed? How did he return to past? Who is Lucia? How did Joshua become the Legendary Spear Knight? These are all mysteries until you read The Legendary Spearman Returns. I assure you, Joshua is the most savage character in the manhwa magician family. He is real player and a manipulator. His personality is very mature and smart. He will become your favorite in a very less time. As I said, the story is same as the rest of the return category manhwas, but with a little bit of extra savagery. There are so many bold and crazy moments in this manhwa. The art style is so amazing and satisfying. You will love it. With around 70 plus chapters, The Legendary Spearman Returns is a great manhwa. It has action, mystery, drama, war, and much more. I would highly recommend it. It got everything you want for a revenge story. It won't disappoint you. Join the fun. If you are someone who loves reading manhwa and animes, subscribe now and join us in our journey. Also, get notified for new manhwa updates and hidden gems. Thank you for watching this video and see you again.